Come on. That's awful. This is gonna be a fun stream. Alrighty. Let's see if anyone exists in free for all. Doubles? Doubles question mark? I don't want to just... Hey, doubles! Come on. Come on! Come on! Yep, yep, yep. Okay, let's try this. Oh, come on. Don't do this. That's unfortunate. Go on, doubles. Try again. Try again. I believe. I believe. Please. Oh, guess we're doing boring singles. Or just not playing with anyone, I guess. Ah, there we go. That's my favorite fleet skin. Okay, they are better than my Rano. So I need to pick someone that's slightly more serious than my Rano. Okay, Rano's not gonna work. Jeez Louise. There we go, finally. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see what Locks does. Ow. Dang. Ah! Was a good match.
Thanks for the practice sesh.
Jeez Louise. Broken! Oh, wait, no. The fact I didn't win with my main, but could win with Olympia is kind of sad. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't realize I lost my jump. Not good, but it's okay.
Thanks for the practice sesh.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is terrible. Oh man, it's not. Gee, that's dumb. Ow. I got crunched. I got very crunched. That battle is definitely over. Unfortunate. No, I don't want to leave. Dang it. Dang. I cry. It was a good game, though. Okay. Whatever.
don't have time for this.
I would rather do free-for-all if I'm gonna level up things and play characters I'm not familiar with. Oh, come on. Why is my game borked? One sec. Let me open and close game.
You're pathetic.
I don't want to do first computer stuff. But I'm gonna do it if necessary. My gosh, why does it do this? Can I get it to not recognize my keyboard? Cool, I'm gonna do this. Tired of fighting against the mouse.
What is going on? What is this stupid thing doing? I'm gonna fight this game. Or just play Rivals 1 at this rate.
Your consent.
Why is it player 2? Uh... What? I'm getting really annoyed at this game. If that's what that was, I'm going to be very annoyed. Glad does nothing for that. You guys gonna go practice arcade or something? I don't know. Try to figure out the best way to level up characters. Ah! Jeez Louise. Whatever. A colony of crags. Oh, that's the noise he makes. Raster. Sure. That's definitely Raster. Cool. That was not worth any XP. Ah. I'd like to do free for all to upgrade to just rank up. Oh no, they're gonna murgle me. This is not gonna go well.
Oh, that was fun. I think I kind of snookered that one, but okay. I got more XP for that than the entire arcade mode run. Ow. Nice. Just trying to level up my Rano. Done. Gee.
Ah! That's close. Very sad.
Dang. That was not smart. I need to stop doing that. I don't know how to. I can't recover as Rano. No recovery skills at all. What? Okay, that's not what I wanted, but that's fine. That was a fun interaction. What in the world is going on? Why do I have the worst ping of all time? What is going on? What is going on? That is ridiculous. Oh. See if this works. I'm gonna sneeze here in a moment. Ooh. I'm so good at this character. Uh, Fair enough. Jeez, the way that cannot kill him.
Why do you do that? The worst.
I'm all of them at the same time though? Hey, heck yeah. Ow.
I need to stop doing that so bad.
Just one more battle, I think, and then I'm done with Rano. I don't know. Why does what take so long to load? Oh. It depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to match into a 1v1, then it's not as bad. If you're trying to match into like a free-for-all or teams, it's a lot harder. Ah. Okay, please, please level up. Please level up. Please level up. I want to be done with Rana so bad. Oh, you son of a... Ah, like a book. Dang it. Bad drift back. Good job. I'm finally done with this thing. Now I'm gonna do one as locks it on. Whew. Bonk. Dang. Do you want to do more games? Sounds good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Whew. Nifty, nifty. Do do do. I can't believe that Thunder's taking so long in a set. How dare he not just die immediately and come here? Do I still have cat cam on? I've had cat cam on this whole time. There's been no cat. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took you long enough. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, I was just starting a game.
Did you win?
So, oh,
Lame.
I didn't do too terribly, but
Good.
join private lobby. The lobby code being this, that, those two, that, and that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like all my characters up to level 10 just to try and farm all of the money. Because that's when you
Sure.
get your first 50 Aether bucks.
Okay, I gotta grab a drink because my water's empty. So I'll be
You're
right
allowed
back.
to do that.
Good. Oh, where's the show my buddy?
What?
Oh, I clicked off. That's why it wouldn't let me.
Ah.
Wait, hold on. My joystick no work.
Why you just
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Just making sure it was working for a second. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yep. Be right back.
Yep. Ba-doop, doop, 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 doop. Ba-doop.
You know, the bad part about being active in the Streamlabs Discord
Yeah.
is you keep getting DMs about, hey, do you stream?
Yeah, this is why I'm not in that Discord.
Well, it's helpful sometimes.
No, I know, I get you. Like, I'm in the Mix It Up Discord, which is how I do all my sound effects.
Ah, fun.
But whenever I like post like self promo in the BeamNG Discord, I'll get messages of, "Hey, how's the streaming going?" Like, no.
Hey, do you stream? I'm like, I think once a deadass said, no, I just like pay for the ultra or pay for ultra for the bag or badge. Sorry.
Can you wave dash?
Wait,
Yeah. Okay.
not effectively.
I mean, wave landing is the most fun to me. When you just jump and then you just air dodge it. Whoop. Do you know the thing with her neutral special?
Kind of.
So
I know it enhances any of your arrows.
yeah, it gives them the wind chime effect, which, ow, that's the wrong direction. That's the wind chime effect.
Okay.
It's just a little timed explosive. Oh, and if you hit me while the chime is effective on you, it'll transfer to me and vice versa. So you can hot potato it.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
That's the wrong one.
So I also got confused at the same time. So I got confused and I watched it like, oh no. I will not be red next time. Ow.
What's an apple? What?
Okay, one sec.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. I believe if you do your regular pummel on someone, it'll drop an apple, and if you eat that apple, you get another one of your special arrows.
Okay.
Same with, I think,
know,
like your special get up will like make meat stuff appear that you can pick up. And
Okay. 'Cause
It
I
has-
don't normally do my friggin' pummels.
yeah. There. But no, if there's any food on the ground and you're playing fleet, that'll give you an extra special arrow.
Okay. Good to know.
Right.
I should have done down.
Well, honestly, I intended to land on the platform. I just kept holding down because no brain. Oh. Yeah, I think the correct thing would have been to try and side B to wall jump up B.
Yeah, probably.
Like, that's most characters, that's, like, the correct way to do it. Like, for, like, Lox, Maple, Claren, that's pretty much just the way you gotta do it.
Ah. Yeah. No, and I just waited way too long.
Yeah. Are you using tilt stick or smash stick or?
My stick is smash.
Huh.
I don't normally use it though.
Interesting. Fair enough.
I should change it to tilt.
After playing Melee a bunch, I barely use my stick except for I will use it for like my back air if I'm trying to do a retreating back air, but
Yeah, I only normally use, honestly, most tilts for combos. Especially my stick to do tilts for combos.
I also need to use float for recovery.
I forgot I didn't have a jump left. Pineapples.
Pineapples. Pineapple Pete.
Thanks for the practice sesh.
I am happy that they have added new voice lines. Oh, do I know something really funny? So I don't have it, but Luxodont has a like Italian chef costume. It's very funny. Actually, one sec. Oh wait, I can't do emotes. Anyway, his first winning voice line was "You don't deserve power."
Oh.
And the community bullied Dan into giving him the voice line of "You don't deserve pizza" when he has that costume.
That's awesome.
It is very good.
Change one thing with controls. Right, strict.
Are you
Big
finding hit ECR on
attack.
GameCube?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Have you noticed I've been doing better?
Yeah. I mean, less SDing. Your SDs make more sense now.
It's less of a why isn't he jumping and more of a you're supposed to side B before you wall jump before you.
Yeah. I've never get used to characters that have projectiles for moves that aren't normally projectiles.
One of my favorites. That was dumb.
Like, at least it was sort of okay with Villager because it was still, like... It's still
It was
kind of...
Mega Man too.
Yeah. I didn't play Mega Man all that often, though.
Well, I didn't either, but this
Also,
is one of the guys I thought of.
you think that I ever jabbed in that game? I played Jigglypuff. I didn't jab.
his Nair was also
Oh, yeah, you're right. I barely used neutral air. I was just always forward airing with Jigglypuff.
yep, same. Jeez, you got 3-stock me on this one.
I mean, I could look at how many hours I have in this game, and then you could not feel as bad about it.
I also completely forget about my neutral special.
Yeah, whenever I play Olympia, I do too.
Thanks for the practice sesh.
I only got 54 XP from that. What a joke. Just trying to level up my characters.
So what's the deal with Claren's mask?
I literally just think it's a from the future thing, not an identity thing. Like, I think
I didn't know they were
that's-
from the future.
Oh yeah, they're from the okay. So the whole story with Claren is coming back from the future in order to kill Loxodont, who becomes a tyrant who builds themselves like a metal cyborg suit so that they can live forever.
Okay.
Yeah. And Loxodont killed Zetterburn's dad and framed it on Forsburn, so Forsburn got exiled to the Smoke Clan.
The Smoke Clan didn't like it. They're like, go back to the Fire Nation.
Basically.
Yeah,
No, the Smoke Clan taught him the ways of deception. And so now he can do deception. And then he went back and kind of made up with Zetterburn. That's the fire drama. There's
Okay.
oh, but when I can't remember why Zetterburn burnt down Merchantport. I don't remember why he did that. But he did do that. And Crag just works at the rock wall. That's his whole story. Is he likes rocks.
Rock and stone.
Rock and stone. You might enjoy Loxodont.
I don't know. I didn't have a lot of fun with DDD.
I would say he's closer to Ike than he is DDD. No, not that
I
Ike
wasn't-
was your necessarily favorite either. I'm just saying, like, I mean, he's a very conventional character, which is kind of nice just for getting started with. Ow. Ow. I can't wait for one of my favorite characters. I haven't really played much in Rivals 1. They're a snake in a basically, think of Bowser Jr. sort of machine. But they wanted to join the Air Armada, but they couldn't because they were a snake and snakes can't fly. So they built a suit.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, and then they still refused to let her in the Air Armada, so she just decided that she's going to destroy the Air Armada instead.
And does she fit in the air category, I assume, then?
Yes, she is still in the air category.
Also, snakes can fly if you played, what's it called? Stick Fight the game?
What game?
Stick Fight the game?
Oh,
Have you ever played that?
I have not, actually.
Oh, you need to. It is so fun.
There's actually another game similar to that that's coming out called Animation Versus, which is, it's a stick fighter, platform fighter.
I was there's a group of people that I played with in college, and I was the best at melee fighting or throwing the weapons.
I'm very interested with the new GameCube controller, what that does for the modding and melee scene.
Well, it's not going to play normal Switch games, or not going to be able to play on normal Switch things, because it doesn't have all the buttons. So it's only really for the Virtual Console and probably Smash Brothers.
Yeah. But, like, what stick boxes does it use?
That's fair.
I'm assuming they're probably just going to use T3 stick boxes, because that's what the newest GameCube controllers and the reissue GameCube controllers for Smash Bros. Were.
Hmm.
But those are very desirable.
Fair enough. I'm on the one that's got the regular CE on it.
That's a T... Wait, CE no dot?
No dot.
It's...
No dot.
That's a T2.
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 GT.
Grand. A esports. Game it's the end.
Okay. I still wonder what that tune is.
I could very well be like the Dungeons of Aether theme. It wouldn't shock me.
Someone probably has said it online. What's that's... Why does it not do the third one? I thought there's 3.
Well, if you go too close to the edge, then
Oh, I guess it is just 2.
no, I'm pretty.
Well, because over here,
That's 3. The first one starts right by his head.
okay, yeah. I thought the first one was just his horn.
Nah. Oh no. Who is it?
Hunter, we're good.
Oh no,
Oh.
it's crazy.
Is it that crazy?
It is. That was cruel.
I mean, I just am cruel, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Oh, I messed it up.
One sec. Let me really quickly.
Creature.
There.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I don't have to watch a stream latency now.
Yeah. I don't want to go on your tower. Oh. I made mistakes.
Looks like you should have gone on my tower. Yeah.
Don't break dance. I think you have extra like hit stun while you have the rock, so you don't want to be comboed if you have the rock.
No.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Why do I only get like 90 XP? This is ridiculous.
This is just me. I only got 91.
I was getting like 200 XP in other online matches.
Sounds like you were playing ranked stuff instead
I was
of
not
private
playing
lobby.
ranked stuff. It was not.
Well,
It was
it's
a
still
public
red.
lobby. I'm curious now, actually. Oh, I can't add robots. That's sad.
Can't add robots. That's
I
weird.
can't add robots. Or whatever. Let's do a funny stage. There. There's a stage that's locked for singles. There's a double stage.
What does that mean?
This is actually not in the stage rotation for ranked or anything. This is only for the rotation in doubles.
Interesting.
Something cool about Rivals is there's actually no instance where you need to mash. Like, there's no mashing mechanic for anything. I hate you too, Panda. I just watched a funny Lego Star Wars GeoGuessr video. It was entertaining.
Lego Star Wars GeoGuessr?
It wasn't exactly GeoGuessr, but it was basically GeoGuessr.
Like what game? Which level or something?
Yeah, it was. He took a screenshot, a very small screenshot in a level. We're rich, yes. A very small screenshot in a level, and then like 8 people had to go to that level and find where the screenshot was taken. And I guess he
which Lego Star Wars?
I think it was the complete saga, so not the fancy new one, but the one with all of
the fancy new one. They do more of a GeoGuessr that had things because it's open world.
Yeah.
I don't miss.
I don't miss.
Thanks for the practice sesh. I've only gotten thanks for the practice
Oh.
sesh.
I don't
entire
miss,
time.
I don't miss is the
That's the old
class.
one.
Well, that's the one that I just got.
I'm watching both of your streams that are like basically the same thing.
Well, yeah, it's because we're playing the same game.
Well, no. So it's just funny because I'm for some reason watching both of them.
Just because you're odd.
Well, why not?
Oh,
I'd
Did
watch
you-
both of
Did
them
you
too.
see the newest plus side video, Hunter?
The newest how what?
Plus side. It's a video about a Australian P plus NES. Yeah, I mean I haven't watched it completely, but I saw the end of it on YZ's stream. But you should probably watch it because it's P plus and it's NES. And plus side is cool. Did Hunter die?
Muted.
No, sorry, I'm just
Oh.
on and off muted,
Oh,
so
okay.
you don't have like mega echo.
Oh, okay. Well, still, you should check
Because
it
I
out.
refuse to wear earbuds half the time.
I'm not hearing an echo. I haven't heard an echo ever from your mic.
That's because I've been muting.
I'm just saying, like, okay, fair enough. I've just never ever heard one.
That's fair. I think it also is dependent on the volume on my computer on a day.
That's fair.
And right now it's a little higher because I'm stupid.
But I appreciate that.
Fire.
Up too early. Oh, hit B.
I knew that one.
Yeah. Okay, so you actually can change the angle of the last part of the two-part hop thing. That's the wrong direction.
Oh, that was the thing.
Yeah, I think that's your special get up.
Sure. I never use that move. Yeah, it's a fun move.
I just always forget it exists. Out. I was theory crafting.
And the sky darkens.
Ow. Did you just wahoo?
Yeah.
Hi.
Was that a higher?
Wahoo.
Well, I was trying to figure out what
Wait, are you
noise
guys
that.
dittoing right now?
We are dittoing. Oh.
It won't float if I hold short hop.
Oh, interesting. I don't have a specific short hop button, so I was wondering if it would or wouldn't.
I have L as a short hop
Makes sense.
from my ultimate Kirby days where
What's your
you
parry?
jump all the time. Shield B,
Mm.
the default. I wonder if anyone plays this with the keyboard.
Probably yes.
Imagine going to a tournament and someone just deadass has a
I mean,
keyboard.
people play on box, so
Well, yeah, but there's a difference.
Boxes and keyboards are actually kind of similar. I mean, I learned how to play Melee on a keyboard.
yeah. I
I learned how to play Melee on an Apple keyboard, like one of the magic ones.
Fun
started
fact.
learning how to play box on keyboard, so box layout on keyboard, and then I just decided I didn't care enough.
Fun
Also,
fact.
my keyboard
um,
also doesn't allow enough inputs at the same time, so I couldn't dash back, wave dash. Sorry, dash, wave dash back.
So MX vs ATV Unleashed on Steam, right?
Mhm.
No controller support.
Okay,
Keyboard and mouse.
that's sad.
And you can mess with some of the controls, but it was unplayable for me, and I was
I'm
really
sure-
upset because
I'm
I wanted
sure
to
you
play it.
can. I'm sure there's a way you can do it.
No, there's not. There's some mod that you can download supposedly. I didn't get it to work.
Weird. That's crazy.
So yeah, I know it's an old mod. So
Yeah.
So either it didn't work or I didn't know what I was doing, which both are possible.
Mhm.
Air Armada.
This is based off of Luigi's Mansion on PMP Plus. I don't know when it was introduced.
Not based on the Halberd?
No.
Oh. Or the Smashville secondary one? Town and Country or whatever it was called?
Town and City.
Town and City. Yeah, Town and Country is a fucking Buick or something, right?
Yeah, I believe. This is the only current stage which you can go completely underneath.
It's a little annoying. Uh. Was it Rivals 1 or Brawlhalla where you can't ledge grab?
I know Rivals 1 you cannot.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. I don't remember if you can or not in Brawlhalla. I think you can't.
I honestly like Rivals 1 more, but there's more people playing Rivals 2. And I'm better at Rivals 2. But the movement in Rivals 1 is so fun.
Everybody.
What was that?
I don't know, I'm just saying things.
There's bird. That's what I heard.
I said, sure, buddy.
Oh, sure, buddy. Yeah, fair enough.
Also, what taunt button do you press by default?
Up.
Ah,
What did
a
you
down
what
taunt
did-
by default.
I was about to say, what button did you use as the keyboard for melee instead of... Sorry, that made zero sense. Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to turn you up on Discord because I cannot hear you.
I don't remember what I had. It was a mess. And I was doing it for P+ more than Melee, but... It was based off of just box controls and then trying to line stuff up as close to where it would be on a box.
Mhm.
Oh, happened to go under / through. GG.
GG.
Oh, man. I like how the little icons on the screen change for what controller you're using.
Yeah, it's fun.
For the most part. I mean, at the thing, it'll still tell me left trigger, right trigger.
Yeah. Polar bear.
Polar bear.
Hunter, why do you play Ness in Melee?
Because he's goofy.
Okay, fair enough.
Because what?
He's goofy and no one else plays him, so it's fun.
I respect that.
There's not enough love for Ness out there.
There's a lot of
of
hate
people,
for Ness
a lot
out
of
there.
people look surprised when I say I'm a Ness man.
So these, I don't think there's that much Ness hate
Hold on.
because Ness is
Okay.
like, if your bracket run ends to a Ness, then like the person that beat you deserves to have beat you. Like, I don't think Ness is, like, a cheesy mid-tier that cheeses people. Like, people could get mad at Donkey Kong because they just get, like, noob trapped. But, like, Ness is, you have to be really honest to actually do anything with Ness.
Yeah. That's how it be.
Maybe in that game.
Oh, in Melee, yes. In ult, you can PK fire.
In ult, Ness is fucking OP. Sorry, is your family friendly thing on?
I just don't put the tag on anymore. Because I don't think
Okay.
anyone cares to begin with.
Okay, I didn't want to like swear through your friendly family tag
Nah.
on accident. But yeah, Ness is OP in ultimate because he has an infinite combo.
And ult and 4.
I don't play 4 at all, so I don't think I have played 4 to be honest.
I got a 3DS
It's
solely
one on Wii
for
U.
4. Yeah, 4 is 3DS and Wii U.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's 4.
Okay, yeah, I played that vaguely, but not much. I mainly played Brawl. Most of my Smash learning was on Brawl, and then I played a tiny bit of Ultimate, and then I got into Melee within the last year. Have I told you my awesome situation that I have Cutlass with my melee exposure that I now get?
No?
So my college has like an esports center in one of the main like buildings, and I have a class that's down a weird hallway that like there's almost no classes in the building, which makes it funny, but it's just past the esports center, and
That's
they have
fun.
a GameCube with like 2 chairs in that corner, and one guy I know from like the local like scene here
Yeah.
also has a class down the hall from here. And so him and I have like a 20-minute period in which we can just play Melee after my math class.
That's great.
And so we play 20 minutes of Melee every Monday and Wednesday between my math class.
For a little bit, I was doing weekly ultimate tournaments at a high school near my house. Just went to my friend's high school to do ultimate tournaments on Fridays after school. And whenever I'd get eliminated from bracket, they would have a Wii that was hooked to a projector that we'd play Melee on. But that's back before I could do literally anything.
Thanks for the practice session.
That's fair.
Like, I could wave dash 1 out of every 4 attempts. It was great.
Yeah, that's my other thing. I told you the joke about how ult is definitely sorry, 1 second, I have to type something.
No worries.
What's it called? Sorry, my brain's blanking. Oh yeah, I hadn't played Ultimate in a minute. Like years, and then I went to this tournament because I didn't know for sure that it was going to be Ultimate, but it was like a college run thing again, so I just went, and I like won the bracket.
Whoa, wow. Fun.
After not having touched Ultimate in like years. The only
remember
person I like not close to losing to was playing Mithra, Pyra,
Yeah.
DLC character who I'd never seen before.
They're fun.
Cause that, if it gives you a gauge, I hadn't played the game since before they were in the game.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know like any of the DLC characters other than I think maybe Joker.
You would have known Joker. Joker was revealed on launch day.
Yeah. Then that's the only DLC character I knew was Joker.
Probably Piranha
'Cause I
Plant.
knew I'd played a Joker before, but I hadn't played any of the other DLC characters before playing. Right.
Ah. I do not hate Ultimate as much as a lot of people hate Ultimate. But I just like the movement in the wave dashing games. Wave dashing and wave landing is fun.
Yeah, I think Ness is one of the characters as well where like you actually really have to be good at wave dashing for any of his like combos to really be good.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait, go ahead. You're talking.
Cause the main combos that you really get with Ness usually end with a baseball bat. And if you can't hit the bat, you have to wave dash to hit the bat in a combo. And because you can't like the wave dash is the only way you can hit a bat without walking the entire match.
Yeah.
And so that was like the first thing that I was taught when I was first learning was like, here's how you wave dash. Because I'd never played. I couldn't wave dash when I was learning. Like on keyboard.
Yeah, no,
Because
I can understand why.
I still can't even technically wave dash on my Slippy setup really that well. Because the way that I have my controller mapped, it's running through 2 adapters plus it's mapped, and it doesn't really have an exact like. I can't really hit diagonals that easily because of the way that I have to map it to a keyboard.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah, so my Slippy run is really debuffed because
Yeah.
I can't like move diagonally with the controller.
That's kind of important for wave dashing.
Yeah.
Voice, hold on.
What?
Look at what Zed just sent in memes. MTM.
MTM. Okay. Where's memes? There's memes. Okay.
It being Peter Avalon makes it that much better.
Yep. What is the announcement? Okay.
Hold on, I'll it's servers, right?
Yeah.
Hunter, so you can see it.
Oh, my character in
That's a
Rivals.
professional wrestler there too, by the way.
My character in Rivals, they're if you repeatedly wave dash across the stage, that's faster than their run. So you need to learn how to wave dash to play Absa well.
Absa.
Absa.
Are there only going to be the 16 characters?
No. There's gonna be at least 20.
Oh, okay.
Actually, at least 21.
21?
I say
Why
21 because they already confirmed. So there's a contest to make a character for them to get in, and that contest has already happened. And it was said that that character will be added at around slot 21. So there's 4 characters a year. They're starting so. And we already have 2 this year. So at the end,
We have 2 for this year?
yeah, Edalus and Olympia were both
I
added.
thought Atlas came out
Nah.
in 24. Or is he like January?
I'm pretty sure it's a January character.
I don't remember if it was January or if it was December.
I think it was announced in December, but actually came out in January.
I'll make this quick.
It's really funny how taunting in certain, like, taunting is seen as super bad manners. But I don't know if you know who Nun is. He's a melee player.
No.
I can't remember where he's from, but in their language, the taunt button was known as the celebration button. So if taunting there wasn't considered bad manners. Just entertaining.
Yeah, I'd like to see him as celebrations. Because I don't do it to be rude. I do it to like, hey, I did a good job.
Yeah.
A little bit of self-love, you know.
Like these, like that's one of the reasons why I kind of like Aklo, because Aklo will taunt and do stuff and be kind of a jerk a little bit sometimes. But like, I want to be that guy, but I also like don't want to make people upset. And if taunting will make people upset, then I don't want to do that.
Also, one thing I do with Kirby, online especially, you know how how people will be like, you gotta do the special or
The Kirby dance.
the ability to so you can taunt.
Oh yeah.
No, I do it so I can get it so I could throw it away. That's it. Like I'll not even use their special ability. I'll suck him up, kill him, and then throw it away. Well, I guess that is just a taunt then.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
Even though usually I just suck him up and shoot him back out.
Yeah.
Because no one expects you to do that.
Yep.
And you go immediately into forward air.
Or forward air, down air.
Down air is 18 frames before the hitbox.
It's still pretty good for getting people to
It's
go
good.
drastic down.
It's good,
I
but
mean-
it's definitely not their best move. A lot of people are like, it's their best move. I'm like, no, it's... Some people argue that it's the worst move because how long it takes.
I mean, depending on how fast of a faller the other character is, you could make it work a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to click that for the last 4 rounds.
I had this one?
Yeah.
The one on the second page?
Yeah.
Oh.
It won't let me pick them.
You have to hit Y to unban them.
Oh.
Because they're technically banned, but if you hit Y, like we could stage strike if we wanted to.
Nah.
That was really smart of me. Ow. Hunter,
Yes.
don't eat the pickleballs.
I don't eat the pickleball.
I know it's tempting, but don't. It's not healthy.
It's really not.
If I hear that you start eating the pickleballs, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
I don't eat pickleballs. It's not really like,
Well, don't start.
guys, don't tempt me. Don't give me ideas. You know, like you can.
Oh, that's
you're
the wrong
leading
buttons.
The donkey to water or whatever the phrase is.
I don't miss.
Oh my god, I just was texting someone about my tattoo, and then I remembered that I have to finish my other end of the trade for this tattoo.
Ooh, tattoos.
Yes, I have 2 of them, and I have to. I usually do art trades for them, because I let my friends do my tattoos.
What you gonna do now?
Huh?
I've now locked all the stages.
I also can't unlock them. I couldn't unlock them before.
I win. Now we can't play the game.
Jules Val.
It was bad.
But yeah, I'm hoping to get another one, and also I need them touched up soon, because the one
Aether
in my
Tower.
other life that is older, was done. It wasn't done poorly, but I have a specific skin thing that you have to like do a certain way when you tattoo me, and it worked out in all of it but the very top, because the top is starting to fade a little bit. And my friend has offered, who did the newer one, to touch up both instead of just the one.
That's nice.
Yes, but it also means that he's gonna have to thicken the lines on my old one, which is gonna look interesting. Because it's kind of like a fine line tattoo. It's not fine line. That would look horrible on me, but it's thinner.
A thin line.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I've shown you them.
I
Atlas.
don't think I have seen them specifically.
Yeah, one of them's from Fire Emblem, if that's funny.
I would have never guessed that you'd have signed Fire Emblem related on your body.
Never would have guessed.
I didn't know you liked Fire Emblem at all.
You didn't know I liked Fire Emblem?
Nope, not at all. Not a single little bit.
I'm gonna throw them in the art. I think it counts in the art channel.
Yeah. I mean,
Tattoos are art.
I'm very lenient on art, like
Yeah.
if
And I also
if someone
designed-
put their self promo like music video in the art channel, I wouldn't have an issue with it because
It's still art.
yeah, it's if anything creative that you want to show off.
That's fire. You know what? I like that. Thank you, Cutlass, for clarifying that one.
Yeah. If someone wants to put their cooking in the art channel, that's perfectly fine with me.
Oh, I have a cookie.
No, not a cookie. Cooking.
Oh,
If you cook the cookie, you can put it in the art channel.
you don't cook cookies. You bake cookies.
Well, okay.
Wow, guys.
Are you saying you can't make a cookie on a stovetop?
Okay.
I didn't say that.
I threw them in art if you,
I'm
if
gonna
you
look.
gander at any point.
I'm gonna look real quick.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. My skin gets really irritated, which is why they look like kind of red.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is the left one?
The Medusa's gonna get thickened. That's the one that's gonna get thicker lines.
That's awesome.
Get thick with 3 C's.
Yeah. 'cause
I
the-
played
the
Medusa
snake
and
is-
Smite.
Huh. Medusas are very like traditional meaning tattoos.
Interesting.
Yeah, don't Google it when you're not streaming.
Yeah.
And then the Fire Emblem one, I just, you know,
Yeah.
it's my favorite Fire Emblem game.
I just know I played Medusa and Smite because I played Hunters, and Medusa was a hunter in that game. Smite is a game of all time.
Speaking of hunters, rangers is the worst, or one of the worst D&D classes if you're not playing like a survival campaign.
Is Hunter gonna argue with this?
Huh? Sorry, I didn't process what was said.
I said Rangers are one of the worst D&D classes if you're not doing a survival campaign.
I can argue that only applies in 5th edition.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about 5e.
Oh yeah, 5e ruined a ton of classes. 5e also made the Hexblade builds infinitely worse than 4th edition, like Forgotten Kingdoms. I'm a big D&D player and homebrewer. My current D&D build is a I don't know how familiar with 4e are you?
Not at all.
Oh, well, so there's a class in 4th edition that's kind of actually like funnily enough, a crossover between a ranger and a druid called a sentinel. And they were their own class, but I really liked them, but they don't have them anymore in 5th edition. And also the difference between 4e and 5e is they completely changed the way the math and stats work. There's more stats in 5e than there are in 4e, and they're also completely different number systems. So you have to, if you homebrew a 4e to a 5e build, you have to like do way more like balancing. But I wanted to play a Sentinel because I never got to play one because I didn't start playing until 5e was introduced.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have like a 300-page homebrew document of this class build.
Wow.
And it's basically a druid subclass that functions like a sentinel.
I like role-playing games. I just don't want to do D&D because I'm tired of fantasy.
That's fair.
That's
I
fair
really
enough,
like
yeah.
D&D. I also like my party's really accommodating, which I like because I'm a really good writer. That's the thing about me. I'm really good at writing. The thing that I struggled with D&D specifically was like I'm really bad at verbally writing, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
no,
cannot get a
I could
character
understand
verbally. And so my party, and also I get overwhelmed having like long sessions. Like after an hour D&D session, I feel like I'm gonna die. And we play for like 2.5 to 3 hours usually. And so we play online anyways. So they just made me like a Discord chat that I can type in.
Fair
and
enough.
just play through chat while they all talk. And it's really nice because I get to. It also helps me actually like be involved because I'm able to say what I want to say, how I want to say it.
And you also like can interrupt people.
It's not even fully that. It's more so like I struggle to put on another persona, and this is the first campaign in which I've played a character that is so starkly different from me.
Fair enough.
Because my first 2 characters I could like kind of pathologize to be similar enough.
Yeah.
This character is like me. I relate to him in certain ways, but we are definitely very, very, very separate people. Whereas my first 2 characters are kind of extensions of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And after like 15 sessions with this character, I still am only like beginning to give him a more fleshed out personality because he's so separate from me.
Mm-hmm. Understand.
Yeah, I as well really like the writing aspect of it. So I DM'd a campaign for a year.
Bobby.
Bobby, yes. We had they found a donkey and named it Bobby, but we figured out everyone's name started with an M, so we renamed him Bobby. M' Bobby.
You'll never guess who was it? Captured the donkey? Tamed the donkey?
Well, captured the donkey is irrelevant. It was kind of saved from being a sacrifice.
Anyway, it was Panda's donkey specifically.
Pretty much.
I wanna do a Fate accelerated game at some point.
Yeah, those sound fun. I haven't tried one yet. I really like the Edge of the Empire system.
Yeah.
It's just character creation is a lot more difficult. For me. Not that I'm great at character creation in regular 5e either.
I feel like this is reminding me. Oh, I was gonna work on the keychain while I'm talking with you guys.
Please don't make that noise again.
Yeah, do make that noise again, actually.
No!
No thanks. I didn't like making it either.
I was just laughing because it made Cutlass react weirdly.
Rude.
Yeah, I'm a hashtag cut. Sorry, I'm a Cutlass hater. That's why I'm here and why I've stuck around his streaming community so long.
This is
His
is
streaming
why-
community likes him too much, so I have to stick around to keep it.
Yeah, I have to stick around to like balance it back out.
okay. No, you say that, but like the 3 people that interact the most is Panda, who every time he's in chat, the first thing he does is the "I hate you" sound effect. Then there's Bandit, who's Bandit, and then it's Hunter, who hates me. So I feel like it is not
Hey.
balanced at all.
Wait, do not
You're-
hate you.
you're
Do not
forced,
have to
and
hate
you're not
you.
bad. What?
I don't hate you.
I
I'm there
didn't,
every time I can.
You just said that I hate you.
no, I didn't say. Did I say that?
You just said in Hunter who hates me.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you're a Cutlass hater. So
You said Cutlass hater.
I'm a
I
hater
was
with
stopped
no
paying
joking
attention
way.
and I
don't
died, and
actually
it's your
hate
fault.
you.
Cope.
Yeah, no, I don't actually hate you.
No, I know. I'm not actually worried about it. Oh, finally, I leveled up. I could stop
You
playing this
wouldn't be
character.
in your lovers if I hated you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's like you've seen I kick people I don't like out of there.
I've, to be completely honest, I haven't seen much. I don't check it that often.
Oh, that's fair. We've had 2 people kind of be a little odd, and so I banned them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm very protective of my community.
Good.
'Cause there was
Protective
one
is
guy
not a
who
bad
tried to, like,
thing.
say that I was like encouraging Axel to do drugs, and I was like, no, I'm not. I actually tell her daily not to.
Say perhaps to drugs. No.
no.
Say
no.
pizza to drugs. Say no, yes, or say yes to no. Say pizza to drugs.
Yes.
Context for Thunder. Axel was like effectively my younger sister, and so, she mentioned that she was like near alcohol, and I was like, hey, like if you're gonna drink, just be safe about it. But I usually tell her every other time, like, you know, don't do that, because she's not old enough to drink. She's younger than me, and
I don't know how old you are, so.
I'm 19.
Child.
Child.
Yeah, sorry. How old? Are you old enough to remember 9/11? That's all I need to ask, really.
Not like actually remember it.
Okay, so you're like 25.
Yes.
Okay, wait, did I actually get the number right?
Yes.
Yeah. That question lets me place people's age literally immediately.
Well, to a certain point.
No, I can get a pretty close to exact number with the way that they phrase their response.
Okay. That, I mean, fair enough. But I feel like, how are we gonna tell a 12-year-old from an 8-year-old if you can't look at them and you ask them that question?
Well, yeah. I mean, the way that they respond to the question is also like not even just the fact. Like,
Yeah,
the way that
12-year-olds
they-
will respond by mewing. 8-year-olds will respond by saying skibbity.
Fair enough.
Do you talk to any 8 or 12-year-olds ever?
No, I try not to talk to them.
That's fair.
I don't have a reason to
I
talk
worked
to
in
them.
special education for a while, and so I've been around a wide variety of age range. Because I was like effectively a parapro at a point for like a little bit.
Yeah, if I'm talking to anyone that's under 18, I'm usually at the racetrack or some parts of MTM server.
Yeah, I was about to say or MTM.
That's fair. For me, it's like I've only interacted with them in literal like tutoring context kind of things, which I think is when you really get to know how their brains tick.
And you
Because
ask
they'll
them
be like,
about
"Hey, you wanna do,
9/11.
like math?"
No, what's 9/11? They're like, oh,
Yeah.
so you're
I
8.
don't ask them about 9/11,
Okay.
but I do pick up their speech patterns.
Fair enough. That's
'Cause I do a
understandable.
lot of like I used to do a lot of English tutoring for kids in like predominantly Latin schools around here. I only really stopped because my schedule didn't allow for it for a while.
Wow.
I might try and get back into it, but I did a lot of tutoring for like Latin predominant schools around here, and then I've also done math tutoring in the past, and so I talked to a lot of kids that were younger than me because I would
Oh, nice.
tutor them. And also I worked in special ed classes, which gives you like a wide variety of cues to learn.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, you get to learn that I actually do have a life.
No, I don't doubt that. I honestly
I
assume
think
that
it's funny.
everyone has more of a life than I do.
No, I think it's funny
Yeah.
though because I think you met me at a point that like I kind of have the least life I've had. Like, I've been very stagnant the last few months because I just have had a lot going on. But I used to do a lot more. But I need to get back into that. I need to get back into shelter work too. I used to do like volunteering like 10 hours a week, and I don't anymore. And it makes me sad.
Oh, so that's why you're... Oh, yeah, actually, I should have known that because you talked about that with, like, the kittens and stuff. That you named
No,
after
the
Halo
kittens were
characters.
my brothers.
What?
The kittens were my brothers that I
Oh.
helped take care of.
I thought that
Yeah.
was related... Oh, okay, I'm gonna shut
No,
up
I
now.
used to do shelter work. I would just like feed animals at like animal shelters. The kittens were my brothers.
Oh, okay.
As his cat had 6 kittens
Mhm.
because we got her in a parking lot and she wasn't, like healthy.
Yeah.
Turned out she was pregnant, and then she had 6 kittens, and we were able to get the kittens to other people, but he kept 1 kitten in the mom. So
hmm
that's who Teddy is. Teddy is like my cat nephew.
Yeah. So when are you bringing that cat to my house?
I mean, I can. Hey, you're coming to the Midwest.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Teddy is not even in Illinois.
No, is that the one that you took a picture of?
The one the gray one.
No, I thought it was like the... Like,
Oh,
almost...
no, the Torty?
Yeah,
The
the
Torty is in Illinois.
Yeah.
The Torty is not mine, though.
Yeah, so that should make it easier to give it away.
No, actually. I've only seen her very briefly in person. I mean, we just get sent videos of her, like, every day. Because that's my best friend's cat. Who I got to meet very, very briefly the day that she was, like, adopted, and
Oh,
I haven't seen
you
her
saved
since.
me, possibly.
What's it? Wait.
Sorry. What?
Wait. Oh. This is very funny. Wait, can I debug? Not the input display. Okay. Oh, never mind. I wanted to see if I could show my hitboxes to see if I even get a hitbox out.
I keep going to be like, I'm gonna do something, and I keep going to open the bracelet pattern.
Yeah, work on the
Or the
keychain or
bracelet.
whatever.
I'll make this quick.
Yeah, it is the keychain, but I use a bracelet pattern to make it.
Work on your keychain.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Work on it.
I'm pulling it up so I can work on it.
Work on it.
I have to find the bookmark for it though. Because it's a pattern that I'm using that the person picked out.
Why aren't you working on
Would it
it?
be my mobile? You're gonna stress me out. And then I'm not gonna be able to work on it. Okay, there we go. Also, I hate that like I've grown my hair out a ton, and so my hair like is shedding now. I should just take a photo of this so I can have the stream up and just use my phone as the reference for like the bracelet thing. There we go. Awesome. I should do this. I don't know if you guys can even see Discord, but like
I mean,
you
I
guys
can-
get the bracelet. you can get.
I will, after I beat up the rat, I will check Discord.
I mean, bracelet cam is just gonna be me making a bracelet, so it's not gonna be anything too crazy. you know?
I mean,
I
as
could see
someone as someone who's made bracelets before,
Well, this is very different than it's a keychain, not a bracelet, but It's a different kind of keychain than most people usually expect, but I need to text him once I finish it.
Have
Like,
I
I'm so
shown
sorry.
you my bracelets?
I don't know. Are they like? Okay, this is an assumption and maybe a stereotype. Are they like leather cord made?
No.
Are they
Are
what?
They, like woven cord, or like
Mm.
rope or leather? Or something?
No, they are not.
What are they? What are they made of?
They're aluminum
It's
and
chainmail.
rubber chainmail.
Oh, okay, that's really cool. Actually, no, you haven't shown me that.
Okay.
I
Do you-
make embroidery woven stuff.
Do you have the Twitch stream open?
No.
Okay, then
I
I'll
will-
just.
I can open it. Though.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just like open.
That's-
Okay. I do have it open.
Okay, give me a moment, and after the thing's done, and
Oh my god, I missed Panda in chat. This is horrible. Oh, whoa, that's so cool.
yeah, I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
I made one of them, then I forced a sibling to make the other one because I was too lazy.
Yeah. If you look at my camera.
Well, let me look at which ones you're
What I
looking.
did.
You're showing off.
Which one I'm showing off?
Yeah, hold on.
What
let
do you
me
think?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, bracelet.
Okay.
Coke Zero.
Yeah. Well, no, that's
Sorry, Diet
that's
Coke. Diet Coke. Sorry, they're not the same.
Yeah.
They're
I've
very not
Diet
the same.
Coke over there.
Neither of them are really good though.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
I said neither of them are really that good though.
Well, so I wanted to get I wanted a cherry Pepsi, but I also wanted to go to a specific vending machine because it's the cheapest vending machine ever, and I never buy cases because then I'll drink too much soda. So it's kind of I get one if I really want a little treat kind of thing.
Understandable.
But no, this one because it's like $1.50, but they were out of cherry Pepsi, and the only thing that they had that I like that wasn't Diet Pepsi, cherry Pepsi was Diet Coke. So,
Understandable.
but I grew up on Diet
Guess
Coke.
that's fair.
I've literally always been a Diet Coke drinker. I don't know why. So, to be fair, how many paws did I tell this person I would put on this? Jesus, I'm gonna break everything. Eh,
Oh, that's a Limp Bizkit thing, isn't it?
This logo?
Or break things.
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because I'm just making claw prints right now. I'm not doing much.
so I went to the heavy metal show on a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And before the first band, they
Was this the one the colorblind one or whatever?
the one with Colorblind, True North, Not Enough Space, and Cat Sam. Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
I need to listen to these bands.
I can give you more information on the
Your
band. but-
streaming is not that good. Sorry.
What?
I said the streaming platform stuff for 1 or 2 of them is not that good, but from what Cutlass said, they were better live.
Oh yeah, pretty much all bands like. I'd say pretty much all music is just heavier live, just because you get more depth from like the actual
I
sound
think
and stuff.
that's an error of a certain niche of production standard, though.
Yeah.
And that's a record label issue and not a musician or genre issue at all.
Yeah.
And so that's why a lot of smaller artists, their stream, or even some larger artists who aren't, no offense, Gracie Abrams, her music is only good recorded, and there's other artists who are also very much only good recorded.
But it's like,
And a lot of that is mixing too.
but
Yeah,
like
a lot of people's voices are horrible until they're mixed.
But I just think music is better live. Like I would never listen to ska ever, but I saw a ska rock band sort of thing live at a bar,
And they were fun.
and it was very fun.
That was so fun.
Anyway, yeah. So the second to last song played over the PA before the first band was "Rolling," "Rollin'" by Limp Bizkit. Then the last song before the first band came on was "Hot to Go."
Oh,
Oh, that's
no.
awesome.
Were people singing along?
To both of them, yes.
Okay,
My
because
favorite-
the way to do the concert songs has to be at least the last one has to be sung to sing along to.
I think my favorite is, you know, everyone knows of like Sleeping with Sirens here.
I know of. I
Kind of.
can't say I actually know most of the
So,
music.
they were like a very famous like mallcore emo, like
Yeah,
people called them metal, but they're not
like
really.
a Hot Topic band.
They're
Yeah.
like a little more. They're heavier than the average Hot Topic band.
Okay.
But they are still a Hot Topic band.
Yeah.
But yeah, they made like they were okay. The lead singer was on King for a Day, which is like a massive song. Of, like,
Yeah.
2000s on that.
I
they also made, like,
recognize
Kick
the
Me.
name.
They made the song "Kick Me" that a lot of people know. "Better Off Dead" was also them. They made a lot of stuff that people know, and like "If You Can't Hang."
I'm sure I would
Circles.
recognize them. I just do not
Yeah,
know them by name.
I'll send you some of them.
Yeah.
But I went to see them live because I wasn't even that much of a fan anymore, but I didn't go to many concerts growing up. I only started going to concerts once. I went to my first concert when I was 17. And then the next one I went to, which took so much convincing. I had to convince my dad that like Laura Les was not transgender to go because I went to 100 Gex. 100 Gex was my
Nice.
first concert, and I'm so happy that it was because I met like multiple of my best friends at that show.
Good.
That was really like the coolest thing ever. But also, I went with my friend from high school, and then it was so fun. But I didn't go to any shows then for like 5 months, and I went like a day before my 18th birthday to Sleeping with Sirens. But because that was like my birthday present to myself, because I was like, 12-year-old me would have loved to be here.
Yeah.
So I went.
You
And
have
it was
to.
so fun. They're so good live, but also all of their pre-show music was just the Mamma Mia soundtrack, and that was beautiful.
That's awesome.
They only played Mamma Mia before the show because that was their set between Cava Louise, like the opener. Who, if you haven't heard of Cava Louise, they're awesome. They're very much not a Hot Topic band, but they're really interesting because the lead singer is a Venezuelan woman, and it's like they're like a really cool like vampire kind of metal band.
Interesting.
And then she's so talented. She was like playing the guitar and the keyboard in the same song as well, being the lead singer.
Dang.
And,
Nice.
And then the two guitarists are like, I think a Colombian and a French man, and you're like, wow, this is really an
You
international
need a music
band.
channel.
Ah,
They were so good.
You want a real international band? You go for Toby Mac's group.
I don't know, but there's stuff.
This is a crazy piece of lore. You guys know about the Dave Matthews Band incident?
Not really,
incident?
but-
No.
Oh, you know of the Dave Matthews Band though, right?
I know. I've heard the
Vaguely.
name.
So the Dave Matthews Band incident is really funny because they had like a tour bus, right? And they went over a bridge, and like they're famous because they emptied the tour bus thing over like a river, and there was a cruise boat going underneath the bridge, and so all of their poop got dumped on the boat below
Oh
the bridge.
no.
It's known as the Dave Matthews Band incident.
Okay.
And I have a friend who actually worked on that boat,
Oh,
like that
no.
specific boat after the incident. And it was kind of like a funny thing because he was like a bartender on that boat, and he was like, it was kind of like the weird unspoken trauma of the boat. But that's my favorite thing that I've learned is that like people actually forget about the Dave Matthews Band incident too, and then you mention it and everyone's like, oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, it's so funny. So I got a shirt from True North just because, like, they were the band that impressed me the most. Like, I didn't have the highest hopes for them, but they were really good. Thunder, I'd compare them to, like, maybe, like, Disciple-esque. Like, that's the closest band I could think of. Although, I'd say less of the heavier songs, like, not, like, Radical, but maybe closer to, like, a DRX or a Remedy. But they were good. I couldn't get the shirt that I wanted because they were out of it, and they're halfway through the tour, and in like 2 stops is when the restocking point. So like no one had anything.
You can also, they're not a big enough band where you can't do this. If you do ever want a shirt from a touring band, you can ask them to ship you one of the sizes once they get a restock. That's what I do with a lot of bands that like sell it.
No, I'm gonna watch their sibling was talking about how after if it was a tour specific shirt, they might put it on the website because I checked and it's not on the
One
website.
for you though. That's a good thing to do if you want a certain size. Like I have a friend whose band is doing like their winter merch drop, like final stuff right now. And the hoodies, they aren't gonna restock the hoodies for like at least a year, and they already have next year's hoodies planned. So I was like, hey, can you hold me one? Because
I will say,
can't order it right now.
the
And
lead
they're like,
singer of
"Okay."
Not Enough Space actually lives within half an hour of my house. So, it
Yeah.
might be easier
What?
to get it. Yeah, so they're a band from LA, but the lead singer moved across the river from us, so. Which is just very fun.
Wow.
Sorry, did I say
I
Not Enough
think-
Space? I meant True North. But,
Did I
what
mess
it-
this up? I definitely messed this up. It's okay though. We're gonna repair this.
anyway, when I bought the shirt, they had to pull the cash box from under the table, which means I think I was the first person to bought a shirt all night.
Or the only one who bought one for your
It could also
cash.
just mean though that they put it back under, because do they sell their own merch?
Yeah, they were selling their own merch, but
Yeah.
this was after their set. So it might have been the first person to do it after their set, but like
Yeah, that's
we-
literally what I was gonna say.
we didn't rush back over there. We were basically only over there because there weren't people there, and while I was there, I was like, I'm gonna buy a shirt. But they'd been there
That
for a
was-
while.
You know what my favorite was?
They could've
so
put it
I
back
had a lot
there
of
then.
interesting merch interactions. Because you've heard how often I
Yeah.
go to shows.
Yep.
I'm a fiend about music.
I want to go to more shows. Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to go to more shows. One of my favorite musicians is playing, I think tonight in my town. I'm just not going because it wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
Because money, but
Yeah.
But I actually have a set list right here from one of his other shows.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm a set list collector. I have a couple more that would fit over there, but
One of
I need
these-
to laminate them.
One of these days, I need to tell you the story of how my sibling got a set list. It's really cool.
I think I have a total of 5
No,
or
that's
6
not what I
set
wanted
lists.
to.
I want to get flight patterns. I want to collect more because I'm going to 2 festivals hopefully this summer.
I just want to go to
Um,
concerts, but I can't afford them.
I
Go to
really like-
Dante's. It's $25 for general admission, and there's no bad seats. Besides the fact there's no air conditioning.
That's a good one, but also you're close enough to a city if you're near Thunder.
Oh no,
Well, if you're near Cutlass.
we're
I am
we're still like
5 minutes
5
away.
minutes apart.
Yeah. Okay. You're close enough to like a city from what I've gathered.
Oh, there's
That you can find good DIY venues, and
Well-
those are infinitely better than any big venue you're.
also
gonna find.
there's endless venues. Like
When I
Oh,
say
yeah.
DIY venues, I mean they're different than like you. They're the kind of venues that you have to DM on Instagram to get the address.
I
Those are
have
the best
gotten
shows you're
one
gonna go to.
for what was their name? Blank White or something like that.
That's like my favorite. I have a friend who just started running a DIY house venue, and it's so awesome. I can send one of the sets in here.
Dude,
like
if
one
I
of
had the
mine,
money
one
or
of my
the
friend's band did.
space for it, that'd be so cool to do.
Huh?
If I had the money or the space to do it, I would totally do that.
It doesn't really even take money if
Oh.
you get the bands to bring their own equipment. It's more so the space, yeah. My friends use their
Well,
backyard, and then
and I'd
people
have
can,
the-
like, stand in their attic and look out the window, or in the backyard and like the
I'd-
balcony of their
I'd do a
house.
base PA system at least.
I mean, to be honest, most house venues are kind of like not supplying the equipment.
Yeah, but that's why mine would be a go-to.
You overestimate how you underestimate the need for venues. Because house venues are a sanctity in music scenes. Because a lot of venues don't respond to people, so people reach out to as many venues as they can, no matter what the venue is like. Like I was booking a festival for someone a couple days ago, and I think I sent 5 separate venue messages,
get stuck.
even though I already had a lead on one venue. And the one that we're going with is actually my friend's house venue. But it is really cool because one of the venue that I played my first show at, they just moved
What do you
us to
play?
a really nice big venue, and I'm like, this sucks now because it's gonna be way harder to get like smaller artists booked at your venue. But also, it's awesome because now a DIY venue is one of the bigger venues.
What do you play?
I have a solo like folk project. Well, it's not folk, but it's very folky in sound. I think would be a better way to put it.
Okay.
Would you agree with that, Cutlass? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's
Yeah, because it's
acoustic
very
guitar.
acoustic.
and stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
acoustic guitar.
It's very acoustic. It's all very like rough in production because I used to make hyperpop. I don't like hyperpop. But then I ended up switching to my solo project full time. I'm working on an emo band project right now.
Nice. Emo never dies.
Emo never has died. I mean, emo revival is kind of like what saved emo. I love emo revival projects. My group would be much more in the Midwest emo core stuff though. But I'm talking to a couple musicians I know around here about a Midwest emo core group.
I love emo music. I'm sorry.
I love emo music too.
I will never grow out of my
it's
emo
bread and butter.
phase.
I've always been an emo kid. It's never not been my thing.
Cutlass can testify to how much of a
Yeah,
edgy ass emo kid I was.
yeah.
I was never like I was like never like an edgy emo kid is the funny part. You would expect it from me, but I only really was able to be like the edgy emo kid stereotype once I was like 18, and so then I was just like cool. And so I actually just got like a normie haircut rather recently. I've always had like kind of shaggy, like I still DIY all of my own haircuts. But I used to have like raccoon tails on the sides of my like bangs, which I miss so dearly. I need to bring that back once like it grows out a little bit in certain parts. Raccoon tails, my beloved. But I don't know where I'm gonna grow my hair to get a better raccoon tail dyeing spot, but they're so good. But yeah, I don't. My other issue is like I need to have somewhat like of a normie look, because of like work and school
Boo.
stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
But I think raccoon tails, if I get my hair long enough in a certain spot where I can like braid it in or something, people won't really know. Because I'm growing my mullet out with intent to braid it eventually. And so once it's long enough that I can like put it up, I'd probably do that.
Anyway, I bought the shirt, and then Panda decided that he wanted to get a shirt, and actually, they didn't have any coins, so that I paid less tax than I should have. And then Panda bought a shirt too, and he also
Was
paid
it not in
cash.
Portland?
Yes, it was. I don't know
So why
what.
is there tax?
I don't know.
I've never seen artists tax cash actually. That's really crazy to me.
I mean, they did the thing on their phone. If I would have realized they took card, I would have done card anyway, just because I'm lazy and don't want to have to put something in on my.
Because I also go to like very I go to very anti-capitalist shows, and so they don't really do tax. Half of the payments are just like on Venmo. Actually, I think like 90% of the band merch I buy is through Venmo payments.
I don't like
Whatever it is.
Venmo.
Anyway, no, the rhythm guitarist had to dig through his wallet to get change for Panda to get.
Oh yeah, that's how it always goes.
What was funny? I was just funny watching him dig through his wallet after, because we paid with 50s for like $35 shirts just because that's what I got from the bank.
I was really smart when I've sold merch, but I never print my own stuff because I never had enough of a demand for it. So all of my stuff was online.
Nice.
It's still technically up, but I do make like buttons that I've sold, and also CDs sold out really quick, scarily quick. I didn't
Yeah, I need to-
expect that.
I need to get some stickers, but I don't want to
I
pay
have
to
some really cool
get
band
stickers
stickers.
made.
While you're in between match, I can show you a couple.
Sure.
Oh, Panda got free
should send me
stickers
some.
from Not Enough Space, but he wouldn't give me any because I wanted
Okay.
one sticker
So
to put
the
on my
first
water
one,
bottle.
It's on my sketchbook. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it says 10 months memory.
That's
Yep,
fine.
I
These are
see
my
it.
goats. I love them dearly. Oh, here we go. Here.
Yeah,
10
I can
months
see.
memory.
I can
Yeah,
see.
I could see it.
They're my goats. I
They
love
have
them.
eyeballs.
Then we have another 10. I only have 10-month summer and Excuse Me Who Are You stickers, but I have 3 Excuse Me Who Are You and 2 10-month summer. Let me grab my other Emway one. So on my water bottle, I have my Emway one. I also have a propeller hat from that band. They're also the band
Fun.
who is holding another hoodie for me.
I want a
But then I have-
propeller hat, but it's a ninja star instead of a propeller. I think that'd be fun.
You want to see my
That'd be
Emway propeller
awesome.
hat?
That sounds illegal though.
That's
This is my
awesome.
Emway propeller hat.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
It flew away.
Let me see what else I got sticker
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was funny too.
I have some venue stickers on my laptop, but I can't really show you that because they're on my laptop. I have this one from 10-month summer. It's a quote from one of their songs, which if you get what that is, that's really cool. The song's called Destiny Bond, as in like the Pokemon ghost type move.
Yeah.
So that's a cool sticker. I really like it. It's cute, but it's really big, so I can't put it anywhere. I've asked them to make a smaller one. I also designed another sticker that they're still printing.
My laptop. What stickers do I have? I think I only have an old Northwest Dwarf Car one, and should I have another one on there?
That's fun.
I have this Who Are You one.
Nice.
And then I have this one, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But they have this one. It's also cool.
Thunder. Put thunder on it.
Put thunder.
Kachiga.
I own it. Sorry.
They have 10-month summer's cool because they're like Chicago emo, but then
Chicago emo, if you will.
Are they are a Midwest screamo band.
Ooh.
They're from Wisconsin though, but they're all really that's a really cool band.
Wisconsin.
I bet Jake would love them.
Maybe.
Wait, hold on. I'm okay. I had low frames because I was in the other tab.
But yeah, they made a couple of my favorite songs. But they actually also just got put on like a random account that was like listing the top 250 emo songs of all time. They're like at number 112. Which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
I don't remember which song it was. It might have either been Volcano Balls or Let's End All of This. Let's End All of This is the one that like everyone knows by them.
Yep.
And then Volcano Balls is the one that their guitarist gets really mad when people ask them to play because it's a really hard song to play.
It was really funny. Panda, we went over to the Not Enough Space table and he was talking stuff, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something about him being a fan, and the guitarist's like, bullshit, what's your favorite song? And then he said his favorite song, and he's like, man, fuck that song, that's the only song that I'm not on.
That's the most fun one to do because the worst for me was I go to a lot of shows for artists that like I like passively or I like a lot but I never watch like live stuff of.
Yeah.
And so I bought a CD and a shirt from a band I really liked, but I didn't process that like I didn't know what the lead singer looked like, and so I was talking to the lead singer and didn't process it. And so I could have gotten him to sign my like CD, which I wanted to do by the end of the show, but he was like bleeding from the head, so I didn't.
Oh yeah.
As you do.
Yeah, like I wasn't gonna go heckle him while he was like clearly stressed out and bleeding from the scalp. So I like left it be. But the saxophone player in that band, because it's a screamo band with a saxophone player, and they're
You know what? Respect.
They're so I literally, I'm not even joking when I say that for me that was like a religious experience. Like I was crying. I also met the 10-month summer people at that show.
That's fun.
Because a lot of people end up at the same shows. Like
Yeah.
that's the nice part about the local scene is like everyone goes to each other's shows, and so it's not like a fan dynamic a lot of the time. It's just like we're all chill with each other
Yeah.
like that.
We all want
But
to see the same
also
music.
work-
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, we just all want to see the same music.
Yeah, the thing for me as well, that you mentioned with like the shirt earlier that I forgot, that was,
Mhm.
I'm really mad because there was a shirt, I listen to a band called Arcadia Grey, they're like locals, they're really cool, I love the bassist, sweetest person ever, Lead singer is also really kind, but they had an old original mock-up of this merch that was in Comic Sans. It just said Arcadia Gay on the shirt. It was awesome. I loved it. But I wasn't a fan when they still made the merch. I'd never like listened to their music before. But I was at a show of theirs when like they still had it. And then I didn't buy it because I'd already bought like 2 pieces of merch from the band I went to that show for. And then they stopped making the Comic Sans font one. And I have the new font one, but I wish I had the like OG Comic Sans font shirt. I do have the sold out Michael Sarah Palin merch though from that show, which is nice. But still, like, I should have gotten the. I got the last of the Michael Sarah Palin blue shirt, which is awesome.
Also, when we were outside the venue waiting for doors, we didn't realize it at the time, but the guitarist and bassist, for not enough space, were not partaking in, but standing in a smoke circle.
That's awesome. I've been offered a joint by multiple members of bands around here, and it's awesome. If you're like it was at another show, and a bassist from a band I really like saw me like tweaking out outside and was like, "Hey, you want a hit?" And I was like, "Sure."
Also, it's very funny. I don't know if it's just a rock and metal band thing, but the bassists always have way more fun than the rest of the band.
I think that's really true. I think that's really true.
Is that what you
because
consider
they, like-
yourself a bassist?
No, that just.
I was a bassist when I first started making music.
But no,
'Cause I was in a jazz group.
the bassist for not enough. The bassist for Capstan was having way too much fun.
Remember the
think-
bassist for
Devour the
who
Day?
was it?
Devour the
Yes.
I should show you videos from my show Cutlass in which people were just like, there. I was in like the pit of like the openers the entire time. And bro, my friend who had come with her partner into the city, it was a long ass drive to be there. I was like, someone better dance with me when Yonks when my favorite song by this person comes on. And she immediately heard the opening, and like, I think it was funny because me and this person danced to the point that other people in the room were like starting to also start dancing around. And it was really fun. Because it had been like, people were jamming a bit, but it was like really chill for how like good the music was to be standing there still, you know? Yeah. But then Libby and I start like jumping around in a circle, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna have fun now." And I'm like, "Yes, thank God." My music is very much like not that though. So I was the headliner set, and so that means I was the last set. So it was like everyone was at least tired out by my set, so it was more normal to be standing there still. But it is funny because if I look for a video of the song, my favorite song that I played that night, every single video of that song, you can hear a couple people singing along, and it's really funny.
That's nice.
Because it's only during the chorus, and like they're really off key, and I love it.
Oh no.
It makes me so happy to know. It makes me so happy to know someone sang along to one of my songs.
It's like, I knew 2 songs across the 4 bands, and Capstan didn't play the song that I knew, and Colorblind did play the song that I knew, but we were outside because we had gone to the gas station to get not $8 drinks, and when we came back there, someone passed out outside, so we couldn't get back inside.
For real.
Anyway, but it's like, I wanted to participate for the sake of the band, because like, they're trying to put on a show. I wanted to show that I appreciate it, so I just headbanged to the point where I was sore for the next 3 days.
That's fair. I'm not really a headbanger, but like I think none of the shows I go to are like headbanging shows, but I think it's fun when you see like the DIY scene, because like I don't know if you've been to a DIY
No.
considered show.
The small show I've ever went to was the show I was just at, which was a 500 capacity venue.
Okay, yeah, that's way bigger than what I.
Yeah.
There's not a
So-
lot of DIY stuff over here.
Well,
There
Everything's either a bar or
I know of where you're at.
I was about to say,
there's an
I was about to
awesome
say,
scene out
I
there.
am sure there is. I'm not privy to it, just because I'm
I
very
can send
disconnected
you
from the
cool- I
local
can send
music
you cool
scene.
bands that are out there.
I
Keep
I
an eye out.
know of one. I haven't been there. I was just debated going to a concert there once, except it was at 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday or something.
That's the
I was like,
best
yeah,
ones.
I'm not
Work
going.
and the next day.
I don't think I even worked at that point yet.
No,
That was me
only-
being dumb. with
I've
it.
only ever been to one local band, and it was a ska pirate band. That's the only local band I've ever seen. And we didn't go because we're a local. We went because it was the pirate band.
So the thing for me that I really like about like local DIY shows is like, if you go to like a screamo show, especially if they see you jamming out enough, like my favorite band that comes down to Chicago will hand you the mic and like go like they'll like scream the lyrics back and forth with like the people who are really into it, and it's so fun. They do that a lot with with Mway. They do that a lot. They'll just like be like, oh, you look into this, and they'll hand the mic over. And so there's this one guy who was crazy with it, and he took over Let's End All of This. And I was like, oh, wow. And it was really
I want to
fun.
learn to scream so badly.
I am going to learn to fry scream eventually.
Also, the
I
most-
I have a base knowledge, but no practice and no actual training.
I have like thrash screams, but I can't do like growly stuff, but I can do good like screamo stuff.
Like, I
Fry
don't.
screams probably.
Well, I don't want to do like false chord stuff because I just don't care for false chord. But like, I want to actually be able to sing along with Beartooth, and I can't. Makes me sad.
Oh, that's where I'm good. Beartooth was how I learned.
Yeah. Honestly, like Beartooth and Electric Callboy is about as heavy as I actually care for.
Fair. Yeah, that's about where I usually end up. I think you would like then, Mway. I will send you them.
You should have a music channel on your Discord.
I definitely will.
You use Spotify Cutlass. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna make you a recommendations thing.
Yep, I would
'Cause
appreciate.
I know
that.
you use Spotify. That's a fun update.
Spotify's
I
the best of them.
recovered. I'm using Spotify now. Well, I was leeching off of someone in my family's Apple Music because I didn't want to pay for Spotify anymore. And then I did spreadsheet stuff for one of my friends, and then he casually mentioned that he had a family plan slot, and I was like, I'm willing to pay you, and he's like, well, you just did like 5 hours of making spreadsheets for me, like out of the kindness of your heart, so like, you're just on it. And I'm like, oh, thanks. So I'm on a free like family plan for Spotify effectively right now, which is really nice. Because I'm not gonna pay for like a full Spotify plan for myself. It's not really worth it if I can mooch off of an Apple Music. But
You know,
again, Apple Music is perfect for local files because I like to organize my music into like albums and stuff on there, which Spotify doesn't let you do well. Like you can put it on
You
playlists.
can, you just have to
and
try
get an
harder.
album view, which like is what I want. I don't care about playlist view. I want an album view. Which you can make it process like a regular album on Apple Music, as if it's like a real album under the artist. Which is really nice, because I have
Nice.
so much music on my Apple Music. I have like, I think over 500 plus albums saved on my Apple Music.
Damn.
Nice.
I listen to a lot.
Not a
was
bad
like-
thing.
I'm not an album person.
I'm an album person depending on the genre and like the mood for the day.
I'm
I'm a playlist person.
I just recently listened to most of my second favorite Avenged Sevenfold album. Not because I like the album itself, but so it's only my second favorite because it has a large collection of songs that I like, but it's
Which
just,
album?
the white one, self-titled.
Okay, the one that I bought you.
Yes. City of Evil is my favorite because it has Backcountry, but anyway, there's songs on that I've never heard before just because I just don't listen to albums.
Yeah, there's sometimes when like a new album will come out that I'll listen to.
Oh, yeah. I
Like
will
the
listen-
new Linkin Park album, I listened to all of it because it was new and it was
Oh
cool.
my god, I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm so angry about it.
Why?
It was so okay. I would say there were 3 to 4 songs on the album that were good.
I'm
And then the
hard
rest of it
disagree
was
with that.
painful. I've been a Linkin Park fan all of my life. I have like the deluxe editions of Meteora and Hybrid Theory, and Minutes to Midnight is one of my favorite albums ever. From Zero, it's not even that I don't like her voice, it's I don't like how they genre switched mid-album multiple times in a way that didn't tonally fit as an album.
Well, it's less like them trying to. I get what you mean.
Like, I like her voice,
But also-
it didn't work in genre changes throughout an album.
I'm gonna, because I'm not as much of an album person. I don't know the whole album theory stuff, but I do like most of the songs on that. I think only like 4 or 5 of them made playlists, but
Let me pull up my Apple Music. Because I haven't added it. None of them were good enough to me where I put them on my Spotify once I came back to Spotify.
I think I've only
But
actually
the songs
heard
that I
one
can
of them.
handle were,
you've
the
heard more
Emptiness
than
Machine
one.
was good, but that was a single, so it worked.
Emptiness Machine was mid.
That was one of the few I liked. I think 2 through 4 was the good run of the album.
Heavy as the Crown is my one of my favorite.
For me,
Followed by Casualty.
the only run of that album that was good was Emptiness Machine, Cut the Bridge, and Heavy as the Crown.
I like Heavy as the Crown, Casualty, Stained.
Ooh.
Under and Over It is okay. I Gave You Everything I Had. Or not Under and Over It, sorry. What's the one thing?
Over Each Other.
Over Each Other. No, that's not even the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of
Oh.
Two-Faced. But
Oh,
yes, that is
yeah,
that's the
I-
name of the one I'm thinking of. That's not the one I'm trying to say though.
Okay. Yeah, the only one that I couldn't, those 3 were the ones that I liked, and it was a good run. It made me really excited. I really was excited. And then Over Each Other and Casualty played, and I was like,
Casualty is so good.
Casualty was fine, but then it was between Over Each Other and Overflow, and it made me hate it. Because again, it's just like the tonal differences were so on and off, and a fact that it made the album, like, disappointing.
I wonder if it was made to be played more like a concert. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I like Emily Armstrong's voice a lot. And
Her
when
voice is
she
great.
does- when
It really
she
works.
does- I think my issue with Casualty is she tries too hard to be Chester in that song.
I disagree.
And also,
I think
Give You
people
Everything
compare
I
her
Had
to Chester
helped
too
me.
much. And which is fair to compare to Chester, but
I think it's important for me that like I appreciate genre changes, and again, it's their album, they can do what they want, and that doesn't make it bad, but it was a disappointing album for me. Because everything else they've never had that many bad songs on an album. Like, they've never had that many songs on an album that I couldn't enjoy. And so for me, it was like Good Things Go was the most disappointing song I've heard on the Linkin Park release
I
ever.
don't remember it.
That's the closing track. Good Things Go and Stained were the ones where I was like, okay.
Stained is just fun for me, a good vibe and fun to sing to.
That's fair.
You know the website that has all the album ratings?
Oh, do you want me to pull up From Zero?
No, there's one that I want you to check.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
you can
I
check
gotcha.
it out From Zero, but there's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Okay, what's the album?
It is Da Vinci's Notebook, Brontosaurus.
Yes.
I just thought about it.
Okay. It falls pretty in the middle. It doesn't have a lot of
Oh.
ratings. So that
I'm
might
not
also
shocked.
contribute, like,
It's an a cappella band doing silly songs.
The genres are marked musical, comedy, a cappella, pop rock, novelty. And it ranks 3.22 out of 5 stars, which is a really good ranking compared to
That sounds like a really good ring.
that's a pretty good.
What did you say the highest of all time was? Like a 4.3 or like a 4?
Let me go to that real quick. Charts. I mean, to be fair, there are albums that are ranked higher than that, but it's more. It does average out to. But the top one of all time averages to a 4.39.
Yeah. So yeah,
Out of 92,000 reviews, though, which
Yeah.
is why it's.
no, I get it. But
This
like,
one only
if
has
the
170 reviews.
yeah, well, I knew this one wasn't gonna have many. But like, yeah, in the scope of a what do you say, a 439? Was that what you said the best one averages out to?
Yeah, there's not that many. There's not that many albums on. Well, also keep in mind it's
Yeah.
a very low skewed website. A lot of people care about the curve that they give on here, in
Yeah.
which like their ratings they don't want to oversaturate the top ratings.
Yeah.
But so there's 3 reviews people left on here. The people who wrote like actual words to go with their star rating. The person who wrote gave the highest rating, said many very good tracks, but too many extraneous filler tracks, which detract from the vocal gems contained elsewhere in this release. 3.5 stars, which I think is fair.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
See my review on other album. I have the same thoughts. This isn't really my thing. It's not my type of comedy music, but it's not bad. These songs range from pretty cringy to okay. And that one's a 2.5 stars.
yeah, also fair.
Yeah, most of these are pretty.
I also think I only like it because I barely ever listen to it.
Yeah, I know like 3 songs off of it.
I'm going to From Zero. I'm ready to see what this one. Ooh.
Let's go Linkin
From
Park
Zero
fans
got a
hate Linkin Park.
2.7 average rating. Huh?
It's because most Linkin Park's people only like Meteora and Hybrid Theory.
Love all other. I love every Linkin Park album but From Zero. And I think I'm pretty up there with most Rate Your Music users on that.
Oh, okay. I'm
Rate,
curious now.
like, if you want to look at the average ratings for the albums overall, like, there's only one album that has gotten lower. Well, 2 albums that have gotten lower than that. Like, Hybrid Theory is ranked at 3.44. Reanimation has a 2.83, which is a remix album. The only thing that got lower, there's 2 that got lower than that, which are One More Light and
Because a lot of Linkin Park fans hated that Chester can actually sing and stuff.
On One More Light. I think One More Light for me, I don't even know if I've given it a rating. I give it a 1.5. I like it, but I don't think I like it enough where I can say I like it as an album. I like a couple songs on it, but the rest of the album is not, like, it doesn't hold up. So it got the same rating as From Zero. From Zero got a 1.5 from me. No Linkin Park album has gotten above a 3.5 from me, though, as much as I like it.
Now I'm curious. Can you check True North's latest album? I don't know what it's called.
I don't know if they're going to be on here.
Actually,
Wait, are they?
it actually might be an EP, so I don't know if it counts.
Okay, what's it called? Is it Out Loud?
Let me check real quick. Like, it has
Either
a
way, it's the
blue and
2025 one.
yeah, it would be that one. It's got a blue and yellow cover. I
There's
think.
0 reviews.
Damn. Okay.
Their average rating though does fall pretty high. Their 2022 album has a 3.28 with 14
nice.
ratings. And nothing goes below an average rating of 3 on here.
That's cool.
Yeah. My skew, I'm very picky with what I rate. Mine falls pretty between the 3 to 4.5 though. But I do have over like 50 albums below a 3-star. Because my rating basically is 0.5 means it's like, I mark them funnily. I say 0.5 stars is unlistenable rage. 1 star is throws up hands angrily, this is pretty bad. Well, like, this is horrible. 1.5 is sighs really hard, really bad. 2 stars is sigh, bad. 2.5 is not my thing, but it's okay. 3 is this is fine, it's middle tier but pretty positive. 3.5 is where I say this is good. 4 stars is when I say I really enjoy this, like super good. 4.5 is near perfect, and then 5 stars is favorites and like rent-free listens.
There's 2 Avenged Sevenfold albums I'm kind of curious how
Okay,
they
let's
compare
hear
to each other. City of Evil.
Avenged Sevenfold, let me get to their page.
Yeah.
Okay. What's album?
City of Evil.
City of Evil, 3.09 stars.
Sounds about right. And then
average,
just
6.47 thousand ratings.
Self-titled.
Self-titled.
Or just
okay.
Avenged Sevenfold.
2.94
2.94?
star average.
Really?
with a 5.5 thousand reviews.
Do they have
That's
anything?
all they have?
Do they have anything higher than either of those?
Yes. They have the 2016 album The Stage has a 3.38 star
Interesting.
review.
I'm
Actually, if you go to their live album from 2020, Live in the LBC, that one has a 3.92.
okay. Live at LBC is that I didn't realize that. Yeah, that is.
They have everything for the bands that people know pretty
Yeah.
generally. They have most releases.
I just
on.
didn't think about that because Live at LBC is.
Yeah,
I would
they
say
have
one
Live
of
at
the best
Grammy
Yeah, that
concerts.
was dumb.
which is 3.5.
I think just Live at LBC is one of the best concerts like of all time. Like I'd put like top 100 concerts. Like
The Beatles ratings are like. I feel like that's gonna be fun to look at because there's mixed opinions I hear in like audio files. I need to do my Beatles reviews eventually. I haven't ever done them.
I don't.
I can't listen to the Beatles long enough to do a review.
I love the Beatles. That's
I am
that's where we get
very glad that they existed because all of my favorite bands wouldn't exist without them. But
I've only ever given 2 albums a 0.5 stars, and actually one of them came out like last week, which I think is really funny. And then it was really funny because bad things came out about that musician like half a week later, and I was like, oh, I guess vindication. Who knows? But okay, Please Please Me by the Beatles. That one's gonna get 3.5 for me. I'm above average on that rating. But Rubber Soul. Oh yeah, the Beatles have all across the board on their ratings.
Yeah, well,
They have
that's
Yellow Submarine goes down to a 2.91.
Wow.
Their lowest rating though is a 2.9.
I like some of their first stuff, but that's it. Back before all the
fair.
drugs.
Do they have Anthology?
Woo.
Do they have one I'm looking for? Do they have Anthology?
Some,
They have Revolver. Which is good.
I wonder how many bands have before drugs and after drugs eras.
I actually really like. My favorite is Sgt. Pepper's, and so.
I don't know.
I really like the Beatles. I also really like the White Album, which is like pretty drugged up. White Album is beautiful. I'm a little freak out.
I'm curious. Beartooth The Surface.
Ooh, I don't think I've rated that one. Thank you for reminding me I need to do that. Beartooth.
I
The Surface
have
has
one
a
after that.
2.89, which is significantly lower than Disgusting.
That's harsh.
Which I agree with.
I mean, I've not listened to all of the songs. I just know that I like some of the older stuff more. But also, like, I've never listened to their albums the whole way through. There's just a lot of songs on The Surface that I enjoy.
I have one.
Okay, what's your?
Sum 41. Does this look infected?
Ooh, that's a good pick. Does this look infected? 3.17 average review.
And how about Heaven and Hell?
Heaven and Hell.
That's their most recent.
3.18, just above it.
Nice. It's a good album.
It's actually it but I will say that there's less than there's so many less reviews on the newer one. Does This Look Infected has 3.5 thousand ratings. Heaven and Hell has 850.
Well, because it was released literally a year ago. This is 2024,
Yeah,
I believe.
but I mean to be fair, this website is like
And
very much a resurging thing.
Also, a lot of people.
Release date has nothing to do generally with how often things are reviewed.
Yeah. And also, a lot of
But
Sum
if it's been
41
over- if it's been
fans
over 4
don't.
weeks- If it's been over 4 weeks, most people on this website will not listen to it past that unless it's random. It's not like they haven't gotten to it. It's they don't care.
Fair enough.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay.
Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's gonna have some interesting takes.
Yeah, that's like I don't care that much about what people say. I'm just curious. What they say. What is the
Which
music?
album did you say?
Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood 3.31.
Oh,
That's what I
that's a
figured.
lot nicer than I thought they were gonna be.
100%. People on here don't. Oh, I want to see a band that has really mixed Panucci's Pizza. I want to see what people say about this. Oh, that's hard to look at. Ooh, that hurts. Oh, thank God. My favorite album by theirs is a 3.5. We're
Oh.
okay. We're okay. Because all of their reviews were so across the board. I'm curious though if people have written reviews.
I thought you would get that.
Nope.
Are you dying, Hunt? Are you okay? What happened?
Sorry, this review was so immediately crazy.
I just
Because
thought you'd
it's
take
a really
a bump.
sad album. It's a no. It's like a really, really sad album. Oh my god. And the way that people say that is the first review says, "This album is like listening to a Suicide Note, but with good guitar. Make sure you're in the right headspace before this one." That's one of my most listened to albums of all time. So I wasn't ready for that review. Wait, somehow some people who haven't.
Is it accurate though?
Wait, what? I mean, yes, but one sec. Ooh, I'm learning really interesting things. Whoa. Whoa. Is this real? Did this person... Okay, one of the drummers of this band... wait, are they in Good Game too? What the... Whoa!
No,
I didn't
I'm
know
dumb.
that. I'm learning that there's a lot of bands that are connected that I didn't know of.
Dang.
Who is in this other band? Blair Benzel?
One more game. and then
Whoa!
I'm done. It's late.
Okay.
I do have one more album that I'm curious about. Although I don't know what the album's called. Your mind is being blown currently.
No. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Ex-drummer of Panucci's Pizza. Sorry, I need to figure something out.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
Okay, stand back. Whoa, this is insane. Sorry, I'm finding out that, okay, in crazy context, Remo Drive is one of my current favorite bands.
Mhm.
I know nothing about the members other than I know that one of the guys is like kind of mean, but he's not like a horrible person.
Yeah.
Panucci's Pizza, one of my like most listened to bands.
Mm.
Horrible guy is the lead singer.
Yeah.
But they don't exist anymore. They don't do anything because the guy's like been kicked out of every music scene.
Yeah.
Right? I was reading a review and they went, how did you have a drummer that hated you so much he went to Remo Drive?
Oh.
And so I was like, whoa. So the guy from my old favorite band from 10 years ago is the drummer, coincidentally, in one of my now favorite
That's
bands.
funny.
And so that was right. Then I looked, this random band that I got into last year, the newer drummer that had joined after the old drummer left is the vocalist in another band I liked. And so everyone that I really listen to ties back to this horrible band.
That's incredible.
Yeah. What album did you want me to look up?
Sick Puppies, and then the album will be like somewhere like 2016-ish. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's a white and black cover.
Why? Okay, we got this. Sick Puppies, white and black cover.
Like 2016.
Fury?
Yes, Fury.
3.07
Oh, fair enough.
from 84 ratings.
I'm not shocked there's not that many ratings.
Yeah. Someone put it on their Sonic Adventure 2 tag. Is it in Sonic Adventure 2?
It is. I do not think so, and I wouldn't consider most of them Sonic Adventure 2-y songs. But I mean,
'Cause
I
someone
can get the vibe. I can understand the vibe.
Sorry. Whoa.
What?
Sorry. I clicked their account and they have a really interesting, they have an interesting lineup of people that they idolize.
There's Kanye. There's Hit. No wait.
No,
Sorry, that was not good.
What's it called? No, you know how I said there's an artist who released an album and like I hated it,
Yeah.
and then a week later stuff came out about her?
Yeah.
That person is the first person listed.
Oh no.
And like it was bad stuff.
Interesting.
Which is crazy because the funny joke that I made to my friends was I was like, funny enough that the other friend group that I had who's affiliated with this issue that I didn't like had more things come out about them. And I reached out to them victim of that situation. It was like, by the way, I knew these people sucked. Thank you for saying this. Because I couldn't say anything.
Can you just DM me the artist of the thing? Just because
I definitely don't listen to her. I can promise you that, but I can.
well, I'm not planning on listening to it. I'm just wondering if it's a name that I've heard anything about.
She's like hyper pop, so I don't know.
Probably not. So
But I did
just,
DM it to you if you want.
Yeah. Well, I just
but
like
she just released a new album.
like I know the biggest inspiration from Sick Puppies was Rage Against the Machine, best of my knowledge. Like
Oh,
that
that's
was
real. Oh yeah, Sick Puppies. I didn't see any issue with.
Oh,
my thing was I clicked the Sonic Adventure 2 person.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Sick Puppies person.
No,
the
Sick
Sick
Puppies
Puppies.
is fine.
I was like, wait, what? Like I know.
No, Sick Puppies is fine. I was the Sonic Adventure 2 person. I clicked the
Okay,
profile. to find
that's
out, like, why
funny.
this is Sonic
Okay,
Adventure
that
2.
makes a lot more sense because I was worried about the Sick Puppies. I'm like, wait a second.
No.
I know
No, you're fine.
I know the old
no.
singer was a
This
jack
is-
knob,
this
but
is-
that's
wait.
fine. Oh.
Well, wait. This is where I get to have fun because I'm gonna find out. Are they part of a weird group of people? Oh my gosh, it's so exciting when I get to look and see if someone sucks.
Okay.
Do they have music with anyone I don't like?
Okay, I'm gonna end stream before this resolves just for the mystery. Hope to see you on the
Yeah.
mid